Okay, so welcome all of you all. Can you all just let me know before we start if you all can hear me clearly? You can see a screen and can see me as well. Yes, right, perfect. So today, guys, is our very first class for the new year and probably the year that all of you all will be doing your exam as well. So what are we going to do today is the class is for 3 hours, that is from 7 to 10. We are going to spend the first 1 hour to 1.5 hours to make a small plan as to what you all need to do in the next 8 months. So roughly your exam will happen somewhere around maybe September, October. You have around 8 to 9 months to go. So what are you going to do during that 8 to 9 months? We'll discuss that. And then we will commence unit number 7. That is the grade 13 syllabus. And the best thing about unit number 7, it is not connected to any of the previous units. So even if you don't know unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will still understand unit number 7. That's the first unit in the grade 13 syllabus. I'll talk a little bit about how many units, what you can do to cover up the previous units. We'll talk about those also. So we'll start and we can get going. Okay. Perfect. So let me share my screen. So guys, once again, welcome to the plan, I would say, where we will be discussing certain important things. We'll talk about a small plan, not just for econ. I'll give you all a small plan for your other subjects also, but econ, I'll give you one a little bit more in detail with aligning with my classes also. Even if you're not one of my student, how you can plan it out and what you can really do. So before those guys, just a small introduction about me. If any of you all are listening to me for the very first time, I'm Arshad and I teach advanced level economics. I've been teaching for the past 5-6 years, and I'm a graduate from the University of Colombo, Faculty of Management and Finance, specialized in business economics. I also work for an economics firm. That is the main reason that I don't do physical classes, because I don't have the time to do a lot of physical sessions. So I only stick my classes to online, given that I practically work on a day-to-day basis with the whole economy. So my job involves forecasting interest rates, exchange rates, tracking what is happening in the economy. It's more like a consultancy kind of a job. So we do presentations to maybe CEOs of banks, board of directors in big companies. That kind of a job is what I do. So it's a full-time job that I work on. So because of that reason, I don't do classes physically. I only stick to classes online, but I don't want to give up on that job as well, because that's one reason that helps me teach better, especially the grade 13 syllabus. You all will understand why. A grade 13 syllabus is not like the grade 12 units, not like unit 1 to 6. There's a lot of current issues. So we'll talk about a lot of current issues in the country. What is the government doing? What can, what might happen in the future? What happened in the past? So given that I also work for an econ firm and my whole day job itself is tracking all of that, there is a lot of information that I will give you while we learn. So we'll practically learn all the grade 13 units. Very interesting once we start. So that's a little bit about me. I've also completed CIMA as well. I started teaching in towards the end of 2017, just after A levels. I was among the top 50 in the island. That's why I actually started teaching, because I felt there was a lot of knowledge in me that I want to give out to my students. And now I have students who have done very well in their exams, way even better than my island rank. So it's really nice to see all of that. So I'll give you all certain tips, certain study plans that I have followed and that also my students would have followed during their career. Okay. So that's a little bit about me. Yes. Before you get into anything, okay, studying or doing a sport or whatever, you first need to figure out the why part of it. Why are you doing it? Because if you don't have a strong backing behind why do you want to really study, why do you want to, let's say, get 3 A's, why do you want to get into a local unit, or why do you need to get this exam done, you're never going to do that. So you need something, okay, before you get anything done. Because otherwise, if there is no why, today you will be motivated right after this session. Tomorrow you're back to normal. Tomorrow you're back to normal, doing whatever that you have been doing before. So always, guys, in the back of your head, you need to have a reason. Why am I doing this? Why am I going to study so hard? So I'll give you certain reasons that uh, I had in my mind when I was planning it out. Okay. So one main reason that motivated me was to make my parents proud. Yes, so to make my parents proud. I think that's something that I think all of y'all can apply in your life as well. So just think of your parents, guys. From the day that you were born, one of them would have been working. Probably your father would have been working. Until now, most of them are working. Some, yes, would have retired also. But every single day, they have been feeding you, sending you to school, doing everything that you wanted. No? So they have done so much for you. And even just think, even when you ask for something, maybe fancy stuff like a phone, laptop, they might say no because of financial issues. But whenever you ask for something, let's say something related to education, they would even sacrifice their own thing and get that for you. No, let's say you say it's, you want to join a class, you want to buy this book, you want to do that, they'll always do something. They'll even borrow money from someone, and they'll make sure that that money is paid. So in terms of education, I don't think your parents, now even right now, y'all are in front of a laptop or a phone listening to me, all enabled by your parents. And if for all what they have done for you, given that your schooling year is done from this year onwards, remember, y'all are not going to be school students anymore from next year. Your children, your schooling life is over. So make sure that you end this schooling life on a high note. I know your parents might say, even if you get pass the exam, it's okay. Even if you get 3 C's, it's fine. I am happy with your result. I know they say that. But deep down, guys, every parent, what do they want? Every parent wants their child to do good. No? That is the happiness for them. No? Their happiness is not anything else. They want their kid, their son or their daughter to one day do really, really well. So I think that your first duty is to give something back to them. Forget about the rest of the world, forget about any other reason. You need to get this exam done. The first reason why you should study hard, the first reason why you need to sacrifice this next 8 months. I'll give you a plan as well. It's not going to be easy. It's not a plan where you can just look up and study for half an hour a day and get an A. No, it's going to be a plan that's going to be difficult. But why do you have to do that? Why are you going to sacrifice? Why are you going to work hard for the next 8 months? One reason, guys, always remember, is to make your parents proud. And I'll tell you today, okay, the day that your results come, right? So probably you'll do your exam somewhere around September, October. Your results might come, uh, let's say somewhere around in Jan, Feb, maybe, okay, or maybe even early. So the day that your results come, that tear of joy on your mothers or fathers, or even maybe both of them, that tear of joy that you see on their faces, I'll tell you, that is priceless. You can't buy that anywhere else. So make sure you work for that. You will not realize it now. I don't know if you all would have realized. Did you all get that emotional feeling during O levels? Yes, when you got your O level results. Did you see that reaction in your parents? How excited and how I don't know what they were than you. I don't know, that maybe the tear of joy, the happiness, how they keep on calling around and telling, look here, my daughter got this, my son got this. So that thing, I think that is something that all of you all have to recreate, Lama. Now, don't give your parents that feeling where you, let's say, fail your exam, where your parents, they are even shy to tell your results to someone else. I think that's the worst thing that you can give them, no? Where your parents are shy to even call someone, or when someone calls to ask your result, your parents are, they feel bad about it. make sure that you get a result that they proudly tell everyone. And I'm not saying that just because you get 3 A's, you're the most successful person in the world, but it means a lot to your parents. Getting that 3 A's, getting maybe a good island or a district rank, getting that will mean the world to them, where they can proudly say, look here, my daughter got this, my son got this. So that's one reason why you need to get there. So I think that's a reason that is applicable to anyone. That's why I selected that as my very first reason. So always along this next 8 months, guys, things will be hard. You will have to wake up early morning to study. You will have to stay up late at night and study. You will have to sometimes sacrifice going out with your friends and having fun. No, you might have to sacrifice your mobile phone and social media. But always remember, you're doing this to somehow I will make my parents proud. So because otherwise, if you don't have a purpose behind anything, you're not going to get it done, Lama. If I just give you a study plan today you will be motivated, tomorrow you're like back to your normal life. So always remember, okay, maybe even in front of your study table, okay, just maybe paste a small note saying why. You don't have to write the reasons, but always in front of your study table, write a small why and keep. Maybe draw something like this on a sticky note and paste it and keep. So every time when you pass by, you see that. So you know, okay, this is why you are doing that. That's one reason. And I'll tell you reason number two is doing well in A levels gives you the opportunity, Lamai, to get into a local university. Now, I know some people say local universities are waste of time, ayyo, yanne pa, this and that. All those people are people who never had the result to go to a local university. Okay? If any of your uncles or aunties or anyone, some joker comes and says, don't go to local university, waste of time, right? All these fellows are in the road only doing nonsense. Bullshit. Okay? So at a local university, Lamai, the best thing, I'll just give you a few advantages here. Right now, when I say local university, I'm talking about a good local university. So think of maybe University of Colombo, Jawaharlal, Moratuwa, Kelaniya, right? Peradeniya, a proper degree with a, even degrees, Lamai, there are so many degrees, no? If you take Colombo, there must be so many degrees. But let's say a good degree, let's say Colombo management, let's say Japura management, let's say law, the law faculty, right? There are good degrees. Now, there are some product useless degrees also, but the good degree is what I'm telling you to focus on. So if you can get into one of that, Lamai, one it's completely free. Just think, if you ever go to study, right? If you're doing a proper degree after A level, like a proper degree privately in Sri Lanka, it would minimum cost you around 3 million at a good place. I'm not talking about a very cheap degree, a good recognized degree. If you ever try to go abroad for a year, it will be around 5-6 million. That means at least for your 3-year, 4-year degree, if you go abroad, you will be spending around 20 million. So 3 million is 30 lakhs in the 3 years. So all of this cost is not there, Lamai. If you do what? If you get into a proper local university, you can use whatever money. Let's say your parents can afford a private degree. Use that money to maybe, let's say, do a professional qualification. Use that money to do maybe CIMA, ACCA, something like that. And then along with your local degree, you also have this. So that is one big reason that you have to go through, and especially that takes the burden off your parents. No, for all these years they have been spending for you. Do you want them to spend for you for your degree also? How old are you all now? 18? Yes, turned 18. No, yes, 18 now. Most of y'all should be 18 this year. Do you want them to really spend for you all even when you're 20? When you're 20, 21, do you want to be going to your parents and asking, can I have some pocket money to go in the bus? I think that's disgraceful. I think at least your one target has to be, at least after your school is done, to become independent, to get something on your own. Now, even right after A levels, I also started working. I started teaching to find some pocket money, right? Whatever that you're good at, you need to do something to get your pocket money level. Because you can't be going and asking your parents, man. After A levels, you are a well grown up adult, 18 plus, but you're still going and asking your parents for money to get money to go to the bus and this. Can't happen. So you need to find something. You can't be depending on your parents forever. So one thing that will definitely remove the burden is getting into a local uni. Completely free. They don't have to worry about paying any. There is no tuition lamai. There is no exam fee. There is nothing. And if you have a good island rank, the government will give you money. There is a Mahapola scholarship for your island rank. You can get money. Or if you're really poor, you will get money. So those are there. And then lamai, it's recognized. If you look at in Sri Lanka, compared to a lot of private universities, a good local uni degree is highly recognized. And then also just think of the network that you build. Okay. Now I'll tell you about my network that I have. In my bachelor, there is 580 students. This is the management faculty. All of them who have got 3 A's and got to a place. Now just imagine 5-10 years later, where all of them would be. All of them would be at good places. So if I want anything done at some point, I can easily get something done. I have friends from the medical faculty who will be doctors in a few years. So those people, if I want anything in the future, and I know a few doctors, I have friends from the law faculty. I can easily get anything done from them. There are so many connections that you can build now. And even at university, you have these clubs, societies. You expand your network. Building those connections matters a lot. Because if you ever want something in the future, maybe getting a job, getting anything done, having a proper network, having to know, all right, I can call this fellow and get it done. That is very important. So a local university will give you that opportunity. Now in a private uni, you go to uni, you come back, you have a class of around 40-50 people. That is it. That's your network. But at a local uni, your network is much larger. So that's the reason, again, why you need to get into a local. You remove the burden of your parents, it's recognized, you build a network, and there are job opportunities. Now, I have a friend of mine, okay? So right after local university, his starting salary is a 320,000. So this is in Sri Lanka, right? Starting salary 320,000 without any experience. So if you have the proper skills, if you do the proper degree, there are more than enough job opportunities. We'll talk about what you need to get and all. We'll talk about those later. But there are, if you can make use of your network, if you can do well at a local university, job opportunities are there. Now, when I say local university, you don't have to be the crowd that goes in the road and protest, and not that kind of people. Those are the people who protest saying there are no jobs. But there are people who make the best use of it. So be that kind of a person. So I think those are two reasons why you should get. And apart from that, yes, you might have your other reasons as well. So I want you, maybe even after this session, deeply think, why are you going to study and get that 3 years? Because if you don't have a why, you're not going to do it. You will be motivated today, tomorrow, you won't have, right? So maybe on your study table or in front of your wall or next to your bed, you don't have to write anything. Just write on a sticky note or small A4 paper, write why, paste it, and so you will always remember that every day. This is why you're doing it. Okay, right. That's the first thing that you need to have in mind. Once you figure out your why, now let's figure out how much time do we have. Now, forget about what we have been doing in the past. We can't change that. Some of you all would have actually been studying, been on track. Some of you all must be starting to study today. Different people at different levels, but we can't change what happened in the past. So right now, starting from today, now this is the new year, this is the third day of the new year, we roughly have around, I'll say, around 8 months. So maybe if the exam is in October, we might have around 9 months. Roughly 8 to 9 months is what we have. And how many subjects do we have? We have 3 subjects to focus on. You have econ and whatever the other 2. If you are doing the normal 2 common subjects, business and what? Accounting. Some of you all must be doing IT. Some of you all must be art students. So, you anyway have 3 subjects, roughly around 8 to 9 months. So let me give you we'll start with what are we going to do for econ. So most of you all know this anyway. Yes, our econ syllabus has 12 units. How many units? Has 12 units. Now here, if you can see on the screen here, the first 6 units is what we call your grade 12 syllabus. Now, some of your schools might have grade 14 and all, might call it differently, but A levels is done for 2 years. So these 6 units is done used in the first year of A levels. In the first year of A levels, your school or wherever that you go should complete unit number 1 to 6. Then the next 6 units is your grade 13 syllabus. That is the second year. That is the second year of A level. So in total, you have around 12 units for econ. So now you will wonder, sir, now some of y'all are a part of my theory class, you're on track, fine. Some of y'all missed the classes, have done nonsense, don't know what to do. Okay. So roughly, Namai, I'll give you the biggest advantage of learning online. Some of y'all would have realized it now. Some of y'all have not realized it yet. Okay. When you now, especially now in my class, Namai, when I do it online, the biggest advantage is every class that I do, including today's one right now, I will record it and I will upload it on my website. So I will record it and I will upload it on my website. So if you are a registered student during that month, let's say you missed that class, let's say you had a family function or sport event or you're a prefect or something, you missed that class, you can always, you don't have to text us and sir, can you send the recording, sir, can you do this, sir, I missed this. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to log into the website and you can watch the recording. And that recording will be available until A level. No expiry date as well. You can watch even 10 times, you can watch today's class. No issue at all. So the big advantage is you will never miss a class, no? That way, you will never miss a class. Now, I know most of y'all are not only studying, y'all are part of different sports, clubs and societies, right? Some of y'all are prefects. Some of y'all may be doing some additional stuff outside school. You're doing so much of stuff. So it's natural that things will clash, Lamai. You might have sports practice, you might have prefect duty, you might have, let's say, this day, that day, in school, there are different stuff. All of that can come. But that should not stop you from studying. The best thing is when it's online, I don't know about other online teachers, I record and put everything on my website. So there is no way that any of you can come and say, sir, I missed the class, sir, I can't understand, sir, I was not there. No, you can always watch any amount of time. So that because of that advantage, I feel like learning online is way easy. And that's another reason why I only teach online also. I know I totally agree with you. Physical classes are more fun than my physical classes, more interactive. You can see sir is there, and there are the there are the girls, the boys can look at the girls look at the boys. I know it's more fun, right? I know, I totally get it at your age. Yes. But there is a bigger benefit learning it online. Maybe the fun part of it might not be there. That's why you need to sacrifice the opportunity cost. And that is the opportunity cost. So you will eliminate the fun part. You are now alone in front of a laptop, go this one and sitting and waiting. You can't see anyone also. I am also on a screen only. Right. That fun part you have missed. So think of the advantage. You never miss a class. You don't waste time traveling. You don't waste money traveling. Imagine, Nama, if this class was physical, you have to spend around 1 hour going to the class, 1 hour coming back, right? Getting ready, traveling costs, all of that. All of that is not there. And you will realize this. You will start to realize this now. Now, most of you all would have started revision classes. All of that is there. Right now, minimum if you are going for revision class, there is 6 classes a week, three theory classes, 3 revision classes. Yanna what happens? And extra classes. So imagine, guys, if every class was a physical class, how hard would it be? How tiring would it be? You don't even have the time to study for yourself. So just have that in mind. Try to have a balance, I would say. If you really want a physical class, yes, go and have a physical one. But I would say try to have at least 1 or 2 at least have 1 or 2 online. Website, guys, you can't access like that. You need to have a username and a password. So once you pay and register as a student, we create a username and a password, then you can log in and watch. Because otherwise, one can watch Nalamai. Okay. So now, where are we in the syllabus? Now, I have a theory class and a revision class going on. Today, we will start unit number 7. This is the grade 13 syllabus. So my plan is, okay, I will align this with the study plan that I give you, is to finish unit number 7. I am not a person who drags the syllabus. Unit number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will be finishing it by March, right? So that is in how many months? In another 3 months, I will complete the syllabus, theory syllabus, and also the revision syllabus. I will finish it by March, next 3 months. I am not a teacher who drags it until 1 month before the exam, 2 months. Now, exam kal gaya, I am not a person who will drag the theory or revision class. Because once you finish this, by March, Lamai, I will complete my theory class. I will complete my revision class. It is possible. I have done this for the previous batches. I will do it for you all as well. There are extra sessions. Okay. So that way, you will realize, Lamai, you're way ahead compared to the other students. When you have finished the syllabus, some people are still unit number 7, some unit number 8. I have realized when I finish the syllabus, some teachers, some students still in unit number 7. Now only they are starting grade 13. So you will realize how ahead you are compared to the others. How much of a benefit that is, you will realize when you start doing your term exam. And we will go through, after theory and revision, I'll be doing a fast track program in April. We'll focus on that later. But by in another 3 months, complete syllabus is done. Okay. Yes, physical, that's how it is now. It's very hard. So complete syllabus will be over. So now, what is the plan? Yes, how many of you all are on track? How many of you all have learned until unit number 6? School law, any other class or anything? You have done until unit number 6. School law, anywhere, doesn't matter. So if you're in my class, theory class, you should have been done. Done, yes or no? Yes, no. Done until unit number 6. School law, anywhere, that's okay. By now, at least unit number 6 should be done now, even in school. Right. Some of you all have, some of you all haven't. Okay. So guys, if you ever want to, okay, if you ever want to cover up any of it. Now, if you have a way of covering it up, no problem. Huh? If your school teacher is teaching it to you, if you have any way of covering, no issue. If you don't have a way of covering, now some teachers, some of you all have started studying recently. Some teachers tell, then join the 2025 batches class also. Right now, I am doing unit number 5. You join the 2025 batch class, cover unit 1, 2, 3, 4 from that. I feel that's a waste of time. Because to do, let's say, now let's say the teacher is doing unit number 5 and he tells you, join 2025 classes also to cover 1, 2, 3. That's a waste of time. Why? To cover those 4 units, you will have to take around 8, 9 months. Plus, every month you will have to pay the class. Not easy. So, because of that, what we do is, I have made my recordings available to be purchased. And I'll tell you this, guys, I'm not lying. From the current A-level batch, okay, current A-level batch, 2023 batch, there are more than 400 students who has purchased at least one recording of mine. One unit, not one session, at least one unit they have purchased, recording and the tip. So total number of students doing A-levels is around, English medium economics is around 4,000 people. So 10% of the total A-level population has at least purchased one of my recording, meaning it works. It is effective. It's the fastest and the cheapest way to cover any unit that you missed. So how we price it, Lamai, is, if this is optional, if you want to cover up, if you have a way of covering it up in school or another class or anything, then come on, no problem. But if you ever feel like, no, I can't finish it this way, you can get the recording. Recording, Lamai, can be watched any amount of times until A levels. No limit. You just, only restriction is Your account can't be shared with someone else. One phone, one laptop, same location. So if you're at home, your phone or laptop that connects with the same Wi-Fi and IP address, that is completely fine. Your account will be there. If your account gets shared around, then it gets blocked. That's a different story. But as long as you don't do that, your account is complete there. You can watch recordings any amount of time. So per unit, we give it at 2,500. And if you buy all 6 together, okay, all 6 together, that is given at 8,500. So all 6 units means the entire grade 12 syllabus. So entire grade 12 syllabus is like 1 years of work. So if you want to catch up, if you have missed it, you can just pay 8,500, get all the tunes, all the recordings, and you can catch up. You don't have to get all the units. If it's 1 or 2 units that you have missed, you can always get that done. Okay, that's how the theory goes. Revision will talk about with that as well. So that way, Lamai, any previous unit you can cover. So today we will start unit number 7. By March, I will finish unit number 12. So if I am to give you my plan, Lamai, my plan is now I will have a few extra classes this month. This month, since most of you all don't have school, I might take a few extra sessions. Recordings will be there as well if you miss the live class. So my plan is in January to finish unit number 7. In February, in our normal time, normal class time, I will finish unit number 8. Unit number 9, I will most likely take a few weekends and I will do around 3 5-hour classes. 3 5-hour classes mean 15 hours. So 15 hours of extra classes. In February, I will finish unit number 9. Unit number 10, I will do it in March. That is during the normal time, March normal time. I will do unit number 10. 11 and 12, I have summarized it and I will teach. I can teach this entire thing in 8 hours. So I might take 1 full day, like a weekend or something. 1 full day, we will do unit number 11 and 12. So this will again happen in March. So by the end of March, the entire theory syllabus will be done. That's what we will be doing. So this month, unit 7, February 8 and 9, 8 in the normal class time, that is Wednesday this time, 9 on an extra day. We will have few extra sessions, Lama. It's not going to be easy. 10 on March, 11 and 12 at the end of March in 1 extra session. By this, it will be there is no extra fee for extra classes, Lama. It's just the normal class fee that you have to pay. So printed tunes will be couriered to your doorstep, relevant for that month. Now for January this month, I am couriering the unit 7 theory tune and the unit 5 revision class 5. You all can also now, if you all are okay with your theory, be a part of the revision class as well. Because in the revision class, I don't do past papers in the revision class. I will do a separate past paper class. I inform that. We do every week, we recap the theory and we do a paper. We work on answer writing. Because no matter how much theory you know, if you don't know how to write an answer, Lama, you don't get marks. That is by the revision classes. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. In the revision class, we have finished unit number 4. So revision class, next week, we are starting unit number 5. That's what we are getting. Can't we get all of our friends' tunes in one place? I have couriered the tunes for this month already, Lama. I didn't check any of that. I just couriered since I was also very busy with the current A-level batch. If there's anything, just drop me a text on that. Okay. So in the revision class, we're starting unit number 5 next week. You can be a part of that as well. I'll send you all the details now. I'll send you all the details on how to join, what to do on the WhatsApp group. Okay. PDFs, guys, I don't share. I don't believe in PDFs. I will print the tune and send it to you. I don't. There is no extra charge for the printing. I will bear the tune printing. I print a good quality tune with a file and everything. I don't charge extra for printing. The courier charge you will have to bear. Courier charge of around 360 rupees. You will have to bear and you will have to get that done. Revision class also, yes, you can buy the recordings for the same price if needed. Okay. So theory class, right now we are going to start unit number 7. That is where we are in classes. And I'll tell you, Lamai, even starting from now, you still can get your A. I have students who have done it. I have friends who have done it. So it's okay. It's all right. Even if you have not been doing much work right now, if you can even start from now, you can get it done. Convenient to send all the tunes? No, guys, because for economics, it doesn't work like that. It's not like business studies and econ, especially grade 13 syllabus. It gets updated. Its current issues, no. So when I make the tune for unit number 8, I will update it until January. So until January, what has happened? I will be updating. So I can't send all the tunes at once like that because it keeps on getting updated. That's why tunes are sent every month. If you want to yes, courier charge will be the same level. If you really can't bear the courier charge, you can come to my place and collect. Yes, don't worry too much about the courier charge. Just think, if you're going for a physical class, you will be spending way more than that even for a day. Courier charge is just 360 rupees for that entire month. Imagine you're going for a physical class. Even for the bus, so going and coming and having a small snack in the middle, you will spend more than that. So don't worry too much about that courier charge 300 rupees, 300. That is almost nothing. Okay. So I'll give you a plan to focus on specific units also in a while. So if you have missed any of these units, Nabai, you can purchase it for 8,500. That is entire unit number 1 to 6. The tunes and the recordings. Or you can get any one unit for 2,500. That is also possible. Per unit is 2,500. All 6, if you're getting together, you get the printed tunes sent to your doorstep, plus you get the recordings. And along with that, you can join the Unit 7 class also. By March, that syllabus is also done. That is for someone who has completely missed. Okay. Yes, there are exams also, not the end of every chapter. It's at end of every term we do an exam. If you're getting 3 units, I will speak to the institute and see if I can give you any discount. Accounting revision classes, you can try Lakshita sir, there is Miss Maria, there are so many people. Okay. Per unit Lamai recordings, there will be around, I feel roughly around 15 to 20 hours of recordings per unit will be there, roughly. Can be high, can be low. Roughly around 15 to 20 hours of recordings will be there. So broken into smaller parts, 2-hour sessions. So that's how you can cover up and what we will be doing in the future. So now Lamai, just going to give you, yes, I'll come to the 5 to 6 units. You don't, I read the question. Okay. Without the recording, guys, we don't give the tute because the tute has blanks. So just reading a blank tute doesn't make sense. If you only want the tute, find a friend who has a tute and get a photocopy. I don't sell only the tutes, no point. Because tutes have blanks, you can't read. There's nothing that you can study from a blank. Okay. So just to keep you all updated, during the next 8 months, we're going to work a lot. Okay. I want you all also, even if you're not a part of my class, I want you all to focus on this. Our strategy is what, Lama? Our strategy is, okay, our strategy is to somehow get an A. No? Getting an A, that is my minimum target, Lama. I don't teach anyone to pass or C or B. Our minimum target is to get an A. What we will ideally target is to hit the 190, 195 level. Out of your total paper is 200, no? Out of that, we are going to hit that. That is where the island ranks come. Right? The island ranks, the district ranks, all of that comes at that rate. But not only econ, you have to do the other subjects also. That is up to you. For econ, I will take you to the at least 180 level in the at the end of next 8 months. If you properly do what I say, if you properly listen to what I say, regardless of what you are at your current level, I will take you the 180, 190, let's say 180, at least minimum 150 during the next 8 months. If you can do all the work that we will be doing in the next 8 months. So in the next 8 months, Lamai, I'll just give you what I am going to do. Even if you're not a part of my class, I want you to do this. You don't have to be a part of my class anyway. If you are a part, you will be doing it with me. Even if you're not a part of my class, I want you to get this done. So by March, okay, by March, Lamai, I will be finishing my theory class syllabus and my revision class syllabus. Theory and revision class will be finished by March 2024 month. So if you are a part of my class, you will anyway learn it with me. Even if you are not, I want all of you starting today to make a plan where you finish studying the whole syllabus for one time, at least once, by March this year. So today is the 3rd of Jan. I'm talking about the 31st of March, end of the financial year. You roughly have 90 days. Within the next 90 days, you need to finish studying the syllabus at least once. If you can do it more times, perfect. At least once, you need to finish it by March. I'm telling this to you because I am not targeting Lamai. I am not teaching you all to pass the exam. Okay, we are targeting for a 150 minimum, 180, 190 level. Yep. Want to get a good island rank, if you want to get a good Z score, this is the plan that you have to follow. By March, for the first time, you should have finished studying. So if you are a part of my theory revision along with my classes, go through the things every week, you will get that done. Once you're done with that, now theory is done, revision is done. So if you're in my class by March, you have finished the syllabus twice. Then Lamai, the next 2 to 3 months, I will be doing something called a fast track program. Now, what is this fast track program? This program is a very advanced program. Here, for a week, I will do one unit. Every week, in one class, I will summarize the unit. In one class, we will do a difficult paper from that unit. Another class, we will clear all the doubts. So every week, there will be 3 classes. And that way, we will cover the 12 units. So 12 weeks. So for the next 3 months after that, yes, theory classes and all will end in March. Theory and revision is over by March. Okay. And then so April, May, June, somewhere until June, July. Okay. I might change the plan a little for your year. What I want you to go through now, go through those units again. Focus has to be on writing answers. That is what we do in the fast track program. Whether you are in my program or not, that doesn't matter, Lamai. Even if you're not, I'm giving this overall plan. Don't bother about if you're there, if your school teacher is good, if you're going for another tuition class, that teacher is good, stick to that person, no problem at all. But have these small things in mind. By March, you finish learning the syllabus at least once. Okay. By June, April, May, June, July, those 3-4 months, you learn the syllabus again, but the focus is on through writing answers. So in the fast track, we will be doing very difficult questions for that unit. We will be doing those. And also making sure I will also be starting a free past paper class for you all, Lamai. Yes, I'll give you a timetable also. We'll start a free past paper class. I'll let you all know when. Probably within the next 2-3 weeks, I will be starting. So do that plus the past papers. Then, now by the time you come to around June, July, then now you have completely studied the syllabus twice. You have done the theory parts, you have done questions and done, you are done with the past papers also. Then you have your final stretch. So final stretch is what, whether your exam happens in September or October, we don't know. So from August, September, all of this, what you will be doing. Now you will be doing, in my class, I will be doing mock exam. Every week, we will do a paper. A paper way harder than the A-level paper. Paper 1, paper 2, we will discuss the paper. I will mark the paper with my team and give. You will get marks, you will get your feedback, how you can improve. So every week you will do a paper, and then next week is your actual A-level paper. That is the final stretch. Now, see, now you can't do mock papers without doing the previous one. If you have not studied the syllabus, then you can't do mock papers in August. So you need to properly strategically plan. So once again repeating, have this strategy for other subjects also. Other subjects also, by March, once finish studying the syllabus. By March. From April to July, go through the syllabus again, but now focus on doing questions, writing past papers, and focus on those. That is the important one. The next 3 months, because you have already studied the theory. Jan to March, studied the theory. Now you are trying to write. So we will do that in the fast track program also. Now you will work on your writing better now. Even in the revision class, we are little by little learning, you will make it better. Then by the time you come to the end of July, now you have studied also, you have done questions also, now you are ready for the paper. So now what do? You do mock exam. Just like the A-level paper, 5-hour full papers, not unit test, full papers, 50 MCQs, 10 essay questions, every week you do. So every week you will write a paper, you see whether you went right or wrong, see what happened, go through your tute, open again, this area I don't know, I will learn, you go to the next paper. So in the mock exam series now, even if you start with, let's say, 60 marks, let's say you start with 60 marks. Now for the current batch, I did 12 mock exams. That means for 12 weeks, every week they did a paper. I feel bad for them also, but every week they did paper 1, paper 2, paper 1, paper 2, paper 1, paper 2. So even if you start at 60 marks, every paper, you will learn something new. Every paper, if you can improve, let's say 3 marks, just think, every paper, just 3 marks. First paper, you get 60. Or let's say, first paper, you get 50. Now, this is after studying the Laman. Even if you get 50 in the first paper, every paper, if you do and improve 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks, by the time we have done around 12 papers, think where you are. 3 marks, you multiply by 12, you're now at a level of 86. And usually the people who, if you can get around 90 for my mock paper is way harder than the A-level paper, but nothing out of the syllabus. I confuse you and trick you and do all of it. Past paper, A-level paper is nothing. Whoever who usually gets around 80 marks for my 80, 85 for one of my mock papers easily gets around 90 for the A-level paper. And people who have got island ranks are people who have got close to 90 in my mock paper. If you get a 90 in my mock paper, you're among the easily among the island ranks, district ranks that is there. So have that target for all the 3 subjects. Break it into episodes. 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. Next 3 months, studying the whole syllabus, finishing off. 3 months after that, writing answers, working on revising it again. Last few months, complete paper. Mock papers. That has to be the overall timeline. Now we will break it into small stuff as well. So my classes are also planned this way. You all also, even if you're not a part of my class, perfectly fine. Please follow. Because this is what will give you, let's say, 90 marks at the end of 8. At the end of 8 months, if you want to get to a level of 90 marks, then if you just want to pass the exam, do whatever you want. That's up to you. So it's your decision. Always remember why you're doing it. If your why is strong enough, if you really want to make your parents proud, you will give it all you. Okay, that's up to you. So minimum is a A. We will target for more. Okay, right. Now this is the plan that I want you to do. Okay. Now A-level, our syllabus lamai, I will give you the detailed plan for econ. You can make it for the other subjects. Okay. Econ syllabus has 12 units. 12 units. until the end of March, until March 2023, how many weeks do you have? You have around 12 weeks. So what is our target? Starting from today. Now I know today is Wednesday, that doesn't matter. Don't wait until Monday, right? Starting from today, every week, 1 week, March 2024, sorry, every week you do one unit. Every week you do one. Unit number 1 is easy, Lamai. So for one unit, it will roughly take you around, I will say, roughly around, depending on your level, 10 to 12 hours to study. Some of you all can finish it before that also. Some of you all might take more than that. Guys, don't have hourly goals. Don't have today I will study 3 hours, tomorrow I will study 2 hours. No point having hourly goals, because what happens? I will study 3 hours means you're just sitting on your table for 3 hours and doing nothing. You all need to have unit based goals. So what is your goal? Okay, I will show you how to break this down. Yeah, I'll just show you for one unit. Okay, now let's take unit number 2. That's a unit most of you all know. Unit number 2, first part is demand. Right, you have a law of demand, determinants of demand, those. Then you have elasticity of demand, right? PED, XED, YED. Then you have supply. Then you have elasticity of supply. Then you have market equilibrium. Remember, even in our revision class, we divide it into small parts. So divide your unit into small parts first. Okay. So let's say this week you study unit number 1. Next week you are studying unit number 2. Okay. Next week you are studying what? You are studying unit number 2. How to get this done? Yes. Don't have targets like today I will study 2 hours. No. Your target has to be today I will finish studying demand. Today I will finish studying demand. So maybe you have a note, no? So demand is page 1 to page 10. Let's say, okay, in my tute, no matter how long it takes, whether it takes me half an hour, 45 minutes or 5 hours, I will finish it. That is according to your level, Laman. If you're someone already on track, I will say you can finish this demand part even in 30 minutes. Just determinants of demand, law of demand, that's it, right? In 30 minutes you can finish. But if you're newly studying it, that might take around 2 hours sometimes. So that depends on your capacity level. So that way, okay. Now, right now, maybe for a week, for a day, around 3 hours you all should be studying, okay, roughly. So now, given that this month now, most of you all, this month you all are not going to school, so make the best use of it. If possible, this month, given that you're not going to school, every day wake up in the morning. That's why you need to sacrifice. If you want a good result, you have to sacrifice now. Always do now. You will be like in the morning, no school also, why do I wake up? If you want a really good result, this is the difference between someone who just passes and someone who does well. Wake up at least by around 6. So from around 6 a.m. to around 10 a.m. proper 4 hours. Not much classes new. There are no classes in the morning. From 6 to 10. Properly study. After that, go have a bath, then breakfast, then do all of that. Take a small break. If I'm saying if you don't have school, even if you have school, you are learning something still, right? So properly manage your time. And first thing, get rid of your phone. Phone is the biggest problem. That takes a lot of time. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and those things. If possible, for the next 6 or 8 months, uninstall that. Now, WhatsApp you will have to keep to get the this thing. No, yes, check your screen time and see. I also sometimes check my screen time now. You can go in your phone. You can see how much of screen time. Now, there are days my screen time is around 8 hours. So, for my 24 hours, 8 hours I was on my phone. Just think what a waste. So go and monitor your screen time and see on your phone. Go to settings. There will be you can install app also and check. You can check your screen time. Just check how much of time you waste on your phone. just scrolling. Instagram liking and checking stories, WhatsApp and oh hey, story balano. That's what you do. So try to get rid of those. You have enough and more time. Yes, this recording I will provide to you all on YouTube. Okay. So that way, Labai, have first break the unit into smaller parts and then have this week I will finish unit number 2. Now, some days, Lama, you don't have time to study. Some day, full day class sitting, no time to study. Agreed. So you catch up on either you catch up on the previous day or you try to catch up on the next. Somehow within the week you need to finish. So can we have our first goal starting from maybe tomorrow? Can you all finish unit number 1 by Sunday? Unit number 1 is the easiest one, Nilamai. Can we do this now? You only have 4 days though. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is gone. Shall we try unit number 1? By this Sunday, we finish studying unit number 1. So open your tute, go through your tute, just read the tute, see what is there, right? Somehow, unit number 1 has to be done. This Sunday, that's the target. Now don't wait until Sunday to open the tute, you can't finish. You have to have the discipline. Now I want you to break it. So now unit number 1, you can break it. You can okay. One is PPC. Another part is economic systems, market economy, this and that. Then another part is okay, scarcity choice. So likewise, you have this. Okay. So if you are done with done already studying, then make another plan. But at least break it into small parts. By Sunday, this Sunday, you finish unit number. That's the easiest unit number. I think you can finish in 4 days. Then yes, if you need the recording, you can get the recording as well. Okay, 16 hours a day. Okay, wow. Okay, I haven't studied 16 hours a day, but if you're studying 16 hours a day, perfect. Okay, I don't know if you can sustain that all day, but okay, right? So then next week you go for unit number 2. So is that clear, Lama? 1 week, 1 unit. By the end of March, I want all of y'all to at least finish studying the syllabus 1. Whether you're in my class, whether you're learning anywhere else, that is okay. Clear? That's the basic plan for now. And then probably first week of April, I will have another session with you all. I will give you all the plan for the next few months. So today after this class, I want you all to sit in your table just like now. Econ is easy, 12 units, 12 weeks. Can easily break 1 week, 1 unit. Now accounting, business, product different. So break it that way. Whatever that way that you all are comfortable with. So this, okay, let's say next week my target is for next week my target is unit number 2 for econ, unit number for business I will do unit number 1 and 2, for accounting I will do, let's say accounting equal, whatever. Okay, you make a plan. No hourly plans, unit wise plans. I don't care whether you take half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 hours and do it. By the end of the week, always have that why in your mind. I'm doing this because of this reason. I'm doing this because of this reason. And that way you cover. Yes, if you can cover all the grade 12 units this month, perfect. So Lama, if you all are at home this month, especially government school people, if you all are at home, this entire month, try to finish all the grade 12 units, 1 to 6. Grade 13 units, then you can take more time. If possible, try to finish. Think you have an exam at the end of beginning of February. Do you all have exams? I think some schools have, no? Holiday exams, yes. Start of Feb. Exam, no, just after school starts. Perfect. Let's study then. Okay. Right. So then by the end of this month, let's say 6 units. Probably you can do Lama. If you all at home, if you all are holidays, should be able to definitely. And also the people going to school, Lamai, if you all feel like at those days, school, nothing is happening. Teacher in there, now teacher tells you sometimes, A-level teachers tell no, tomorrow I won't be coming. And if there are things like that, Lamai, stay at home and please study at that time. Don't just go to school and waste the time. Go to school also, don't not go at all. Because those are your last schooling days. No, go to school, have fun. But along with going to school, get that done. If you all are watching the recording, Lamai, one recording a day. Or I think you can even watch 2 recordings a day. Okay, 2 recordings a day you can get. 80% lamai, that is not that serious. I know schools scare you all saying you need 80% attendance, otherwise they won't give you admission and all of it. That is lamai if you are failing. Now, if you are a student who is now, if you are like a very, let's say, very weak student, you're going to fail the exam and you have not come to the class, you have not come to school also. Then school will say, okay, I won't give you admission. Then you have to private. You have to file your admission private. Why? Because then it's bad for the school, because you did come to school and you fail. That's a bad mark for the school. Their percentage goes down. Their success pass percentage goes down. But if you are a student who will pass, right? If you are a student, especially if you can get an A, okay, you will definitely get your admission. Your attendance doesn't matter, Lama. They will give you. Now, even in our school, I remember I'm from St. Thomas's. They did scare us. During the 2 years, they scared us. At the end, whoever who had below 80%, if their marks were really low, they called their parents and said, look here, your child's attendance is low. In case he fails, we won't take responsibility. That is what they will do. They will never let you all write from outside. They will give you admission. That is just a trick that they use to scare you to come to school. Trust me with that. And I have a student of mine. He was a private candidate. Until O levels, he went to school. A levels, he didn't go to. He was a private candidate, and he got a district rank. He got a really good district rank. And you know what the school did? For A levels, the fellow didn't even go to school, right? They purposefully got him and gave him a leaving certificate saying that he came to school, so that the school gets the credit. They will do. If you are smart enough, they will go out of the way and do your thing. Okay, so that's about that. Paper structure will not take a lot of time. I have gone through that. I will get this. Okay, now WIT students have exams on February, right? So good luck. Okay, done. So that is the basics that I want you to follow. So please stick to that basic plan. Then now so I'm telling you this. I'm not just coming here and bluffing. I'm telling you this because it has worked. I did this for my 2022 batch. I did a fast track program. I did all of what I'm going to do to you for that batch. I did it for my 2021 batch. Okay. So from my last batch, there were 16 students among the top 100 in the district. So I have students from different districts because I do it online, not just Colombo. Even though I'm from Colombo, I have students from all over the country. So there are students among the top, there are 16 students. Total results I had around in the last year's batch, I had around, this year's batch, I have more students than that. Last year batch, I had around 120 students who submitted their results. From those people, 16 students are among the top 100 in their district. So it works. You just need to trust me with it and you need to follow. Now, I can't come and sit next to you and I tell you, did you study today? Today, did you meet your goal? That is up to you. So you remember your why you're doing it. Always have that in mind. Keep on working. This next 8 months, you need to sacrifice. And this is 2022. This is 2021. I'll give you the 2023 results, hopefully when it comes in another 3-4 months. There are some really good people. I'm hoping that they do really well. So we'll see how their results go. Can't say now, it's too early. Tomorrow is their paper. Tomorrow I'll let you all know how the paper went also. Tomorrow is paper 1. Day after tomorrow is paper 2. So it works. So I have done it. I was among the top 50 in the island. My students have done it. The question is, why can't you do it? You can. You need to believe in yourself. You need to get your work done, sort your things out, have a proper plan, have discipline. That's the first thing. You can't be studying when you feel like studying. You need to know that today somehow, whether I like it or not, I am finishing this. That is your target. If possible, have a to-do list. In the morning, when you wake up, have a to-do list. Today I'm doing this. So every time you do something, tick it. Now I also have a to-do list. Now, if I just show you on my iPad, Every day I have a to-do list. Now today I don't know if I made one, but here, here's it. This is my to-do list. This is 1st of January. Here, to-do list is I need to make the revision papers. I need to send a message. I need to do my office work, revision class. I design some flyers. I have a to-do list every day, and I put how many hours it takes. So roughly to do this, it takes me this many amount of hours. So what do I do is every time once I do something, I tick. Now you don't have to have an iPad to do this. You can do it on a piece of paper. That itself gives you some sort of motivation now to tick it and cross it off. Your mind works that way. So those are small things that you can do. My district rank was the 18th. I'm from Colombo, so it was a little to this. So we will be doing all of this in the next 8 months. We will be doing a theory class. We will do a revision class. These are currently ongoing. We will start a free past paper class, which all of you all can come. Right now, there are targeted questions for your batch. We'll talk about it when A levels are near. Okay. Then we'll do a fast track program from April onwards. We will do a mock exam series, and we also have a few special and final seminars covering the entire thing. So we will probably cover the entire syllabus around 6 times. I think it's way more than enough for you all to get your things done. So most likely your other subjects also, you can follow the same strategy. So finally ending with the thought, if you can believe that you can, you're halfway there. The moment you start doubting yourself, Namai, you will never get it done. Believe that you can get this A. First we'll think of A, after that we'll think of getting to 190, 180, right? For now, all of you, even if you're at a level of 0 today, you can get that A. To join the class, Nama, you all can, if you all are interested, you all can pay the theory class fee and join up. How much is the fees? Theory class fees is Lamai. Theory is, I'll send you all a message also, 2,500 a month. So theory class is 2,500 a month, all inclusive, all the classes, extra classes, tunes, recordings, everything. Okay. Revision class is a 2,800 a month because there we have a file, we have papers and all. If you're coming for both of it, you have a discount. If you're coming for theory and revision both, then you only have to pay 4,500. The total of this is 5,300. Instead, if you're coming for both, you can only pay 4,500. I'll send you all the details, Lamai, on the group. On the group, you all are there on the WhatsApp group. No? I'll send you all the details, how to pay and all if you're interested. So theory, we are starting unit number 7 today. We have finished 1 to 6. 1 to 6, if you want, you can purchase the recordings and cover it. Recordings and tunes. Revision, we are starting unit number 5 next Monday. Okay, starting it on Monday. Unit number 5. We've already done unit number 1 to 4. So both new units are being started this year. Any previous, even revision, if you want, you can purchase the recordings and the tunes of the previous units and cover it up. Just drop me a message on WhatsApp. I will reply. I have like so many messages, little by little, I will reply. Okay, I'll send you all the details on the group if you all are registering. I have for the students who are already there in my theory class, guys, today I couriered around 100 packages for your theory and revision tunes. Please answer the phone and collect it. Otherwise, it will come back to me. So you all should get it tomorrow or day after. All the people who are in my paid theory class groups, I have theory and revision. I have couriered your tunes. Repeating, please answer your phone and collect. I have given both the numbers you all have given. Okay. Now, any final questions? Revision work, my plan is I will let you all know on the group. Revision, sometimes what I will do is I will have a few extra sessions there as well. Plan is to finish unit number 5 in the next 3 weeks. So for revision, this is how it will go. Unit number 5, I will be covering it in 3 weeks. Unit number 6 in another 3 weeks. Unit number 7 will take 4 classes. So unit number 8 will take 4 classes. Unit 9, I will need 3 classes. Unit 10, I will need around 3. 11 and 12, I need around 2 classes. So in total, to finish all the revision work, I need 10, 14, 22 classes. 22 classes, but we only have unit number 5 has 3 papers. 22 classes, we only have 12 weeks now. So we have 10 extra classes that we will have. Some extra classes might be like a long day class. Somehow by March, I will finish. Okay. Yes, it's okay to study one subject a day, whatever that you feel like. No, I've not had an island first yet. But again, guys, what I will tell you is even in your year, island first and island 100, they are almost the same. So those go like a very small margin now. Z scores and all very small margin. So most likely what would have happened is island first, maybe 1 or 2 khana shot that person put became correct. Island 100% made a small careless mistake. In terms of knowledge or learning and all, island top 100 people are almost equal to each other. There is no difference at all. It's just that on that day, that person maybe practiced more, didn't make a careless mistake. One person made a careless mistake. That's how that is done. Okay. Right. I will, if there's anything about Tubeslama, you all can drop me a text. How to get the recording names. You can pay and register. I will send you the details. Okay. I will send you a flyer after the class. Recordings you can purchase now. It's 8,500 for all the 6 units that we have finished. You don't have to memorize theory. No, I will send you the details on the group. You all are in the group stage on the that pre-session group. I will mainly send it on that. Okay. Now, right. So those are the questions that I had. Shall we take a break and then shall we get into our first grade 13 syllabus unit? Okay. Business studies, guys, best way is to make short notes. That's how I did it. Okay. So again, now unit number 7 is not connected to any of the units. So don't worry at all. Now I know some of you all will not be there. You all will be leaving. That is how you want to start your new year. That's completely all right. I can't do that. Accounting, keep doing past paper. But the rest of you all will take a small, how long of a break do you all want? So we take like a 8-minute break. Yeah. 8 minutes. 10. Okay, so 10 is now it's 18. Okay, we'll take a break. I'll give you a 12-minute break. We'll take a break until 8:30. Right, you have 12 minutes. Walk around, do whatever you want, eat if you want to. Come back by sharp. Don't leave the meeting and go. You can just mute yourself and go. Come back by sharp 8:30. We will start unit number 7. The first unit in the grade 13 still not connected to anything. So don't worry, even if you don't know unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will understand. So stay and listen. The class will go until 9:45. So take a break and